Hello? Hello? Hello, everyone. What's going on? You guys like my shirt? Best shirt. Best shirt in the world. It's one of a kind. All right, we ready for episode 6 tonight? Okay. Let me get situated. Sorry I'm late. Let's see. What are we doing here? First time YouTubing? There we go. There we are! Wait, I want to go Explorer. Ooh, where'd everything go? What the world? Okay, chat. Wait. No, it's not out yet. You guys in your spam. Jeez. Louise. Where the hell is the other browser? Oh, jeez, I'm a mess. Okay. Disney Plus. Here we go. Finally, we're rolling. Rolling. Stopwatch up. Okay, predictions for tonight. What are we thinking? Are they actually going to do the heist, or are they just going to walk around again? Let's see. Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, did you guys see this Werewolf by Night thing? I haven't seen it, but I see a lot of good reviews. A lot of people be talking about it. No idea what it's about. Okay, so it's episode 5, so it's not out yet. All right, so we got some time to kill, some time to chill, like a vanilla. Water here. What the? Why'd you guys send so many super chats already? I haven't even been on. Not complaining, but okay, let's go through these. Star Wars Forever, Lord Vito, what's going on? We ride, we die together, Nerdvengers for life. Bro, you're on the wrong channel. Same thing, Nerdvengers. This is the Theorites, okay? This is Star Wars Theory. Alright. Hey Theory, it's Bethany this time. Thank you for all your support as of recent. Let's wish for a good episode tonight. Lots of action, maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if we got a little further on with the story and maybe had it feel a little more like, you know, intertwined with the Star Wars universe, which would be cool. I want to see what Mon Mothma's up to. What's up, John? What's up, Dom? Okay, chat saying Werewolf by Night was surprisingly good. Yeah. What is it about? Is it like a Marvel villain or a Marvel comic? Been up 33 hours due to work and taking care of family. Was going to turn in early tonight. Remember, Andor is tonight. Might as well join the party crazy about Star Wars. Dom, you're probably going to crash pretty hard in a little bit, but I respect that. In A New Hope, Mon Mothma had a giraffe neck, not an Andor. No comment. Dropped by to show some love. Working late tonight. What's up, Alex? Have a good shift, dude. I sent a super chat to myself. Stepping Stone Media, what's up? Star Wars Theory, can you give me a shout out? Not for $2. Just kidding. What's up, Rainbow Trout Fisher? Weird request. What's up, Jacob? What's up, Caden? Hype. Much love, Theory. What's going on? I rated last episode a 3 out of 10. If this episode doesn't have anything interesting like episode 5, I'm going to be pissed. Wait, y'all saying it's out? Oh, yeah, it's out. Bro, they're dropping it early. Okay, the Eye. 54 minutes. I think this might be the longest one. Is it? Yeah, this is the longest episode. Okay, we ready? All right. In 3, 2, 1. Wait, let me turn the music off. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we're not skipping recaps. We're not nothing. We're just going through everything. $2K in the chat. What's going on? Turn off the music. Music's off. Music's off. I also don't talk much during reactions. For anyone new here. Anybody new here? Or is it all OGs? Bro, Randall just dropped the whole spoiler for the episode. Is he spitting facts or is he capping? Randall, I guess only time will tell. Maybe Randall's an insider. Randall an insider? How does Randall know this? Maybe he's making it up. Okay, let's go. Starting. Oh, no. Dude, there's like, the episodes themselves are whatever, 54 minutes or, but there's like a good 2 minutes of just the opening bit, and there's like another 8 minutes of credits. So you always got to take off like 13 minutes, 15 minutes off the actual episode. I think this has got to be one of the longest intros I've ever seen. This is that's a 37-second intro, just about. It's kind of weird how everyone's a human, I think, in this show. There's like, where are the aliens? Kind of looks like Heisenberg. Oh well, that's the first pissing in Star Wars. Bro, that guy's already laughing? No? Shitty door. I want to see how those guns shoot. 'Cause they don't look like blasters, so I'm wondering if they actually have, like, I don't know. Hmm. Damn. It's Palpatine's money. Oh, that's nice. Wow. All right, here we go. Bro, like that guy's gonna make the shot. Holy shit. Damn. Oh, he's so dead. Damn, that looks sick. Damn. This is the one of the most beautifully shot scenes in all of Star Wars, I think. Just visually. Reminds me of episode 5 on Bespin. The Falcon going on the clouds. Bro got capped. Oh, it's freaking Maz Kanata's boyfriend. Be interesting if we had forearms. Oh, damn. Damn. Snake. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. Quick on the trigger. Cad Bane style. I like it, dude. Good move. Good move. He would have been trouble. He would have been trouble. Oh. Yo! Damn. All right. Episode is complete. Okay. First impressions chat. What did you all think? We got 2,300 people here chilling. Okay, so this episode definitely fun. Okay, that scene in the sky, I think, was probably the most beautiful Star Wars scene visually, cinematically, that I've ever seen in all of Star Wars. That was really nice. Really, really nice. And it puts the Last Jedi cinematography to shame because that movie had nice cinematography. Story was whack, in my opinion, but nice cinematography. So, story ramped up quite a bit. Got a little heavy, got a little heated. Action here and there. I still don't think that we needed 6 episodes to get here, or 5 episodes to get here. I think we could have gotten here in 4 at the most, and that's really stretching it out. But again, this is built for TV where they want to, elongate the whole series and, keep you watching more. But it was good. I liked this episode. I enjoyed it. Still slow, but you know what? I've accepted the fact that it's more sort of an interesting story within the Star Wars world, but it doesn't really have anything to do with any of the main characters at all, of course. It's really just that. It's a spin-off of a spin-off, and it's covering Andor and his journey through the galaxy, through the Empire, and this is really the first sort of public rebellion that's happened. And I think this is probably going to inspire a lot of people to rise up, and that, that they can cause some havoc against the Empire, and they can do some stuff, create some turmoil. And I think it'll inspire people and give them hope that, you know what, hey, the Empire maybe isn't all that like Fort Knox. It's not all that closed off and protected. So, what do we give this out of 10? 7.5 out of 10. It was a nice episode. It's fine. For Andor, it's good. Why not? Why not? Okay. Chimpo says 9 out of 10 just because I love the Bear Show and I will miss that guy. The one girl got left. Yeah. What happened to the one girl? What happened to that one girl there? I totally didn't realize. Okay, a lot of people saying 9, 8, 8.5. Ooh, gonna sneeze. She did get left there. Holy crap. You say 7.5 every episode. Nah, the first one was like a 6.5, I think, right? Yeah, look, none of them are really blowing my skirt up, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one was definitely the best one so far. That guy was a snake in the end. Bastard. Skeen? Son of a gun. I like how Andor just point blank shoots dudes when he like the slightest inclination, you know? Like it's I like that. You ever seen Swordfish? Remember in the beginning how John Travolta's talking about it's like a flash forward, so to speak. And he's talking about how in what's that movie? Day Dogs Met or something. And essentially he's explaining like right here where there's like no plot armor kind of thing where you just like bang, shoot. That's it. No waiting. And I think that's what I like about Andor. He just kind of does what you would do in sort of real life in that situation where, you know, probably just take him out. Oh, this guy's going to snake everyone. He's going to try to kill everyone if we leave him alive and just takes him out. So, yeah, stuff actually happened. Yeah, he doesn't give a crap. It's true. Why was everyone spamming Thrawn? I'm not sure. Why were you guys spamming Thrawn? Have you tried Star Wars Galaxy's Restoration? No, I have not. I don't know. I think Andor is a badass. I like his character. Okay, so Randall Perkins only got a little bit right. Well, he got most of it right. But Andor and K2SO meet. They didn't meet. The kid with a silly hat, Nemec, dies in the raid, and Mommy Milfma comes in looking fine as hell. Okay, so you got most of it right except for the K2SO part. At 49.9 Lucas Code about Hollywood formula I mentioned the other day. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks, Crypt. Wasn't in love with this series up until now. What a filling sequence there with actual good shooting and characters dying. That went 0 to 100 for real, says Sag. Dude, I like this show, says Damien. And then I don't. And then they show me a glimpse of Coruscant and a TIE fighter and I like it again. And then a dirty rebel on a boring planet shows up again and I'm bored. Empty Senate pods, full ISB, sounds about right. That slap hit as hard as Kenobi. Why was everyone spamming Thrawn? I'm sorry. Oops. I'm sorry, but this story puts Book of Boba Fett and Kenobi to shame. 9.25 out of 10. Yeah, this story is definitely written a little more coherently than, you know, Book of Boba Fett, that's for sure. And Kenobi. Great episode, 10 out of 10. Showed sacrifice of war well. Maybe we'll get a K2SO reveal in the last, probably in the last episode, dude. Or maybe even just, yeah, in season 2. 7 out of 10. Cinematography on point. Lieutenant Despawn. Lifebrick says, never thought the most exciting part about throughout 6 episodes of a Star Wars show would be seeing a TIE fighter pilot getting into a TIE fighter for me. Yeah, well, that's the thing when you haven't, you know, a show that doesn't really show much of Star Wars, and that's the thing. This show doesn't show all that much of Star Wars. It's mainly just its own story. It's its own show. But there are some Star Wars elements, like the officers have Star Wars clothing. You're on, you know, Coruscant. The Senate. But there isn't really anything, like the Easter eggs in Luthen's shop. But there isn't really anything that's like primarily very Star Warsy, which we, you know, so. It's you know, if you look at it as its own show, it's fine. But the fact that they're like putting this in the Star Wars world just makes our expectations so much higher. But we kind of got to remember that the show is just, it's its own thing. You know, it hasn't really dived super deep into the world of Star Wars yet, I don't think. I would like to see some corporate family politics. Yeah, me too, Aurora. 8 out of 10, the job gave Payday or GTA heist vibes. High risk, high reward. I give this episode a 7.5 out of 10. The first half was pretty slow, but got really good halfway in. I've been a bit off-put by Star Wars in the last few years, but this shows exactly what I've been waiting for from this franchise. I like how the show feels realistic. The dialogue continues to build up to a payoff. The Imperial scenes are fire. Can't wait to see the next arc. Love you. I love you too, man. I gotta go freaking blow my nose, dude. Those we're gonna get some icicles coming out. Oh, okay. All right. The visuals were stunning, better than any volume could do. Andor was ironically the most stable and alive in the end. It's a spark of rebellion. It is, and that's, you know, the important part about this episode and this whole heist in general is that now that it's on the news and that guy knew about it, and then Luthen heard about it, you know, through the dude reading the paper, the whole galaxy is going to see that, and it's going to start a wave. All it takes is one. Episode 8 visual best I've seen. Episode 8. What do you mean, Last Jedi? Hopefully, it's what we all been asking for as a Star Wars story, just a random story in this large universe that doesn't progress timelines, but it fits somewhere. Do you agree? Yeah, that's what I always liked about Andor. If we go back a few years into Rule of Two, when I was talking with Mark and he was talking about Andor, I'm like, you know, that's what I actually like about this, is that it has the flexibility to show us a world of Star Wars without affecting much of the timeline, which is great. However, I wish they would incorporate a little more Star Wars into it, because right now it just feels a little too unique, a little too its own thing, but I think they're starting to do that soon. I think people need to realize this is a well-done show, slow burn. Not every episode is going to be a banger, and yes, I wish it was released in 3-episode stints. However, by the end, I'm sure we'll be happy. Yeah, it definitely was slow starting, but I think now it's starting to pick up a little bit, and then finally, you know, look, we're halfway in the whole season, so I would hope it's starting to pick up, right? Next week's episode 7, and it'll be a little more punchy, let's say. Haha, I was close. It was just my theory. Oh, dude, you were just making it up. 8 out of 10 for me, says Randall. Okay. Okay. Nah, you know something, Randall. You know something. You know something. There's no way that you got that all right. The show would be better, in my opinion, if it started off with the Empire taking over Andor's planet as a kid, and that being the driving force for Andor's shenanigans. I don't even understand his motives, to be honest. Yeah, and I think we're going to understand them later on. However, fully agree with you there. I don't really like that there's so much of a... what's the word? Like a jump. It's not linear storytelling in a sense. And yeah, okay, that's fine. We get a lot of that in Star Wars. But at the same time, these flashbacks kind of got to chill out a bit. You know, it would be nice if it started on his home planet and it went from there. So yeah, I agree with you. James M says Andor is like a dope Star Wars comic book that's not really exactly Lucas, but it's getting real good. Yeah, okay. I feel you there. So... I think the reason a lot of people were saying that the show is really boring is, first of all, because it was super slow starting. But also, because it is Star Wars, we have such a high expectation of it to be very Star Wars-centric. And this is the first show ever in Star Wars that is so removed from Star Wars that we're like, what the hell is going on, right? Like, Mandalorian, for example, we didn't really know what to expect, right? Like, it's not like about the Skywalkers or anything like that necessarily. However, it is so freaking it's like more Star Wars almost than the, you know, original trilogy. So that was kind of like what we were basing things on, and then we got Boba and Kenobi, and you know, but we haven't had a show like this, which is so removed from Star Wars. Like, half the time I'm watching it, I don't really feel like I'm watching a Star Wars show. I feel like I'm just watching a show about a heist and, you know, about these characters. Until we start to get the planets and the clothing and this and that. The blasters, I didn't like those. I don't know why they look so different, but whatever. That's not a big deal. 9.5 out of 10. I was actually nervous for the characters. Yeah, I like this episode. 7.5 for me. Having a creator who hates Star Wars makes it hard to feel like Lucas, though it is not terrible, but it doesn't feel like Lucas. No, well, nothing will feel like Lucas. Yeah, I'm surprised that he even would have said that he didn't like Star Wars, but I mean, there are Star Wars fans at Star Wars that work at Lucasfilm, I imagine, you know, so they could take the story that he adapted, that he wrote, and adapt it to, you know, the Star Wars universe by incorporating some things. And even with George Lucas, when he was making the original trilogy and the prequels, there were so many of his staff and his friends and people that were working on the film with him that would, like, give him pointer. Like, for example, that whole scene in Revenge of the Sith where Yoda plunges the lightsaber into the chest of the 501st, he didn't come up with that. He thought it would be a little bit too dark. I think it was Rick McCallum who came up with that, his producer. And he's like, nah, it's a little too... And Rick's like, no, dude, like, do it. Like, it'll be sick. And they did it. It's a freaking dope move. Like, little things like that where they just take different directions. Like, for example, in the original trilogy, they wanted to, not George, but they wanted to actually, I think it was like Kirshner. Was it Kirshner? No, it was Kazanjian and a few other people. This is in the making of. And they wanted to actually kill Luke off. And George is like, you don't need to kill Luke off. That just alienates the audience. So the story's supposed to be about hope. And so they were going to like change a whole bunch of different stuff. And he had a lot of different ideas. So with every Star Wars project, I'm sure there are so many different versions and things that even on set that they would change. Or even in post-production that they would change. So, you know, whether the guy likes Star Wars or not, it's done by Lucasfilm. So it's going to eventually come out Star Wars-y. It just depends on, you know, how far on the spectrum it comes Star Wars-y. The half-empty Senate chamber made me so sad for all the right reasons. I think the show is about the people in the Star Wars galaxy, and I'm here for it. It's like a visually stunning series of EU novels. Yeah, so the Senate being empty is really interesting because it shows that no one really cares anymore. Kind of the Empire is just really taken over. And it's getting to that point where Palpatine will create the Death Star in 5 years' time. It'll be fully operational. And he's going to have control of the entire galaxy through his power. I wasn't spamming Thrawn, but I did have the thought, what a mind F it would be if he showed up here when we weren't expecting him in Ahsoka. When we were expecting him in Ahsoka. He was a big part of the Empire at this time, since Rebels was 5 BPY. There's a lot of characters that could show up. Ahsoka, Thrawn, Vader, Bail Organa. But I don't think this show is really about any of the other characters. I think this is about Andor and showing his journey with the other side characters that we meet, Luthen and so on. So I don't really see any of these other guys coming in. Plus, the showrunner said that we're not going to get any fan service. You know, so we're not going to get any, like, characters that we know. Episode didn't have enough Reylo, 1 out of 10 says. Yo, Jay. Jay says, damn, it could end here. It could end there and I'd be almost satisfied. Slow build, man. Was I wrong? The episode was strong and a great launching point. The episode was great. We didn't need to take this long, though. Remember, like, the first few episodes? Like, the stuff with Bix's boyfriend or whatever? Like, eh. Are you doing WPs for all of Tales of the Jedi? Yeah, okay, so in a couple weeks we get Tales of the Jedi. Chat, let me know. Should we... And it comes out the same time, I think, as Andor. So should we watch... Like, which one are we watching first? I'm going to watch Tales of the Jedi, I think. I think that's the way to go. And then we'll just do, like... I don't know, Andor after or, like, another day. I guess I'll do a video about it. And we can figure it out. What's up, Odnia? What's up, Pops? Episode 8. Episode 8 out of 10, I agree with you. Nice if they add more Star Wars. Easy as adding aliens, but this is a main point in the OT, the Rebellion. It'll be BTR now, the first strike done. The show's so confusing. I both love and hate it, says Darth something. It's not confusing. It's just interesting take on, you know, the Star Wars galaxy, and it takes a little bit of a different spin on everything. And yeah, look, I think it's going to be good. I just think it took forever to start. But that's the thing with this show, too. It doesn't really require breakdowns, to be honest. There isn't really all that much to break down. Like, there are a few things, for sure, but nothing like Mando or Book of Boba or Kenobi, you know? There aren't really all that many things to break down. It's kind of such a self-explanatory show that you kind of just get it as you watch it. But I'll still make one for you guys. Sadzilla says we need an old Republic show like House of the Dragon. I still gotta watch that show. I haven't seen it yet. Super sad we didn't get to see the dinner party, says Sterling. Yeah, dude, that was a big L. I don't know why they dropped that idea. They, like, built it up, or at least they talked about it, and they name-dropped a few people, and then it was like, get right through it. I think that would have been really cool and interesting. This episode was a relief. I had a feeling the first few episodes were going to lead up to something nice. I hope they keep it up. Can't wait for Tales of the Jedi. Me too, Diego. This should have been episode 3. I think that would have been a little too quick if this was episode 3. Episode 4, I could say. Who is in the center of the Senate? I don't know, I didn't say. Hi, Theory. Hey, man, what's going on? True, it tells the story well. Kenobi sucked. Ewoks, Jar Jar, more droids. Double Blinker got me faded. Didn't you see the holocrons, etc.? Yeah, in his store. Yeah, who was in the center of the Senate? I gotta check that out. I'll look at that right now. Kind of looks like Sly Moore. I don't know, I just see a Baldy. Come on. Damn. It's so empty. It kind of did look like Sly Moore, didn't it? Chat? Didn't it look like Sly Moore? No. Red Star Gaming is a new member. Welcome, dude. Thank you so much. The Trending Brick says, very different from Star Wars, but so well made. I'm enjoying it, so I'll take more, but I don't want all my Star Wars to be this. I appreciate the quality and variety. Yeah, me too. And I've kind of just, this episode, I've accepted that it's just a different Star Wars thing. You know, it's just a different show. It's not going to be like our typical Boba or Kenobi or whatever. It's just focusing on somebody totally irrelevant who is kind of now relevant. Was the guy who wanted to kill Luke off in the OT Rian Johnson's What? I hope Mon Mothma mentions Padme in the show. Loving Andor, not sure why they included those AKs in the show. Also don't get why there's been 0 Stormtroopers, 8.5 out of 10 episode for me. Yeah, a little weird. Definitely things you can nitpick at and be like, what's the deal? But it was still it was an okay episode. Jar Jar is the center of all of this. Trust. Just look at those eyes. So many missed opportunities to make it feel for Star Wars. The AKs could have been made a local people aliens. And why weren't there any stormtroopers? You guys raise good points. Why don't you put your Nerd Theory VODs exclusively on Spotify for more traffic? Yeah, maybe. I want it to be available for everyone, but yeah, perhaps I might do that. All right, it got quiet. How was this week for Vader Episode 2 production? It's moving along. Everything's moving along steadily. When I have something to update, I'll update you guys for sure. But, you know, keep in mind, it's going to take probably a year to 2 years. I want it to be really well done. But we did hire our third storyboard artist, as I mentioned a few days ago. And he is now on the team. He's in the Discord. He's in the group. And they're all working together and they're sharing information. And I have a call in a few days with my stunt team. And they're going to be leading the mocap and everything like that. And we're going to be getting down to the nitty-gritties of everything. So, a lot of stuff to share with you guys soon. But right now, basically just waiting on the art of everything. What's up, Sterling? Welcome tonight. Dang, was not expecting them to turn on each other. Episode was great, but felt too short, says XX Mojat. Really hate having to wait a week, and that a lot of episodes are slow. Makes the little action we get feel short-lived. 7 out of 10. Okay, chat, would you rather have this like a Stranger Things Netflix sort of drop, where everything drops at the same time, like Cobra Kai? Or would you rather have this be like a 1 episode a week thing? Like, look, for making content, obviously 1 episode a week is best. But as a fan, I would rather it all drop at the same time. Then again, Okay, what's your guys' thoughts on like watching every episode at once, like binging it versus once a week? Do you think you retain more? Like, for example, I just finished the entire Dragon Ball Super manga a few hours before the stream. And I binged that thing like in, I think 3 weeks, 2 weeks. That was a lot. That was quite a bit. So I wonder if I've retained more because I've binged it all at once, or I would have retained more if I had read it just like everyone else over the last 3 years. Did you say something about Rule of Two coming back? Yeah, we're thinking about it. We're thinking about it returning. 3 story arcs a week. All at once. Want to binge seasons of this show? 3 a week. 3 a week? I would say 2 a week would be cool. And that means the show would take 6 weeks. I feel 100% better binging a series. Mando can be dragged out. It's more fun. Yeah, okay, Mando can be dragged out. But shows like this that are like very slow, maybe binge it. Can't enjoy Spotify podcasts when it's loaded with ads? Then get a Spotify membership. Like everyone else. And there's no ads. Same with YouTube. YouTube has a membership too. I mean, you know, those platforms got to make their money. How do you think they exist? I'm always holding out hope that Galen Merrick Cal Kestis will appear with Hayden Christensen Vader. Do you think Josh will like it? I don't know. He doesn't really talk about Star Wars anymore. Just finished watching the episode, says Ned Wheeler. I think it's a big disappointment that they built up all of these characters' backstories and then killed them off just when the action started to happen. Yeah, but it's supposed to... Well, that's supposed to show that there's a bit of loss. To kind of make their death a little more... Like, the mission a little more... Okay, like, you know, it was important. Or, like, it was heavy. So... People gotta die, I guess. You can always binge when it's all out. Yeah. True. Yo, JK says 10 out of 10. If you can't get behind this, I don't know what it will take for you. I actually felt something again. This is how Cassian becomes the man we met in Rogue One. John says weekly, digested over the course of... Oh, what are you, a Sarlacc? Jesus. 2 a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, you know what? I like that idea. 2 a week is actually a good idea. Tuesdays and Thursdays is great. Well, why don't we do like Tuesdays and Saturdays? I don't know. Yo, XA says, missed the stream due to oversleeping. It's okay, man. I hope you got a good sleep. Excellent episode. There be prices to pay. Little dude expecting no death in Star Wars. Who saw the Starkiller armor? Yeah, we saw it a few weeks ago, though. Pretty cool, hey? Yo, JK says, and when I said, I don't know what it will take for you, I didn't mean you specifically. Theory. Oh, no, dude, I got you, man. I understand. And even if you did, it's all good. I like how the soldiers and Imperials are somewhat competent, not buffoons. Here is hoping the Stormtroopers will actually feel like the true elite. Yeah, I think I kind of saw that with the first episode. Or the first few episodes, remember with the... Oh, shit. I already forgot their name. What was their name? The police guys. Whatever. Those dudes in the beginning. I feel like they were meant to be shown as incompetent so that when the Stormtroopers come by, we can actually see them really evolve. Or, like, look really competent in comparison. But then again, it doesn't really make sense. Look, the reason the Stormtroopers suck is because Palpatine he completely shut down Kamino and destroyed it, and didn't want any more clones, and basically gave up on training, and just wanted sheer numbers and size of an army. Just to look impressive. He didn't really care how well they fought. He had Vader, if he really needed something done, so... Yo, Bill says, I think binging is better for shows like this that don't have cliffhangers. The show only has a turning point every 3 episodes. Thanks for the WP, my man. Oh, watch party. It's like, what? WP. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Thank you for joining. Thanks everyone for joining. I love you guys. I love doing these watch parties. They're really fun. Stormtroopers are a special branch of Imperials, oddly enough. Those Imperial Army troopers we saw in this episode are like Solo, just regular guys. Yeah, but you know what? So are Stormtroopers. I mean, they're a little more trained, I think. But it's nice to have that bit of a difference between the Stormtroopers and just... I keep forgetting their name. Did you guys say it? Corporate security guys. Yeah, I forgot their name. The I don't know why I'm forgetting it. Do you think Kids Manifesto could be a founding document of the New Republic? Like us Declaration of Independence or precursor like Federalist Papers? I don't really know what you're talking about, man. I'm not American, so the Declaration of Independence. That was what, 1776? You guys had that because of you guys kicked the Brits out? Do you think the Kids Manifesto could be a founding document in the new... I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know how to answer that. I really don't know. Ryan Swenson, what's up? You need to unbox that General Grievous statue. I know, man. I think I'm going to do it once Tales of the Jedi is out. Thanks for all the content. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, you also upgraded the membership tonight. Thanks, man. I'm really liking the show with how real it is. And there's no plot armor like in the other shows where everyone is a walking tank. Rebels, Mando. So, yeah, and that's one thing I like about the show, too. It's because Andor dies. So, we all know that he's, you know, he's not impervious. He's eventually going to die. So we know where he ends up. Poll? You guys want poll? Okay. Bro doesn't have basic historical knowledge. No, dude, I'm not American. Also, I don't really care about historical knowledge in that sense. I was never really great at history. More great at, like, imagination and shit like that. What would you rate tonight's episode? Okay, we go 8. 8 to 10 out of 10. 6 to 7 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Oops. Below 3 out of 10. All right, let's see what the community says. What's up, Dial? He says, I love you. Hard month, but can't wait for Nerd Theory. Thanks, man. I hope you have a better month going forwards. Appreciate that. XX Mojat says, Preox Morlana is what they're called. Right, the Primo guys. Primo, yes. TIE Fighter pilots are a level up Stormtrooper. Yeah, TIE Fighter pilots are a little more competent, I think, than Stormtroopers. Requires a little more training. Good episode. Are you going to do more what ifs? Oh, yeah. I'll do more what ifs forever, man. Absolutely. Those are probably like my most favorite videos to make. That and the gaming live streams and the watch parties. And comics. 8.2. Due to the fact that our expectations were skewed because where is Sly Moore? I think she was at the Senate. I think that's her. I think she's in the middle. I don't know, you just see someone bald. You see someone with a head with a chrome dome. That's okay. Most Americans don't know the Declaration of Independence isn't the same as the Constitution. Oh, okay. Oh. 9 out of 10. Edge of my seat whole episode. I did like the fact that they all basically died, showed the cost of the mission, but the death of the small guy felt really forced and unrealistic. No, I felt like that was pretty realistic, man. The guy got crushed. Absolutely crushed. And the Skeen guy, I always felt like he was a bit of a dirtbag, so that makes sense too. I'm American and I know the difference. Nice. Alright episode, still a nothing burger show. 12 episodes of Andor? Yes, 12 episodes. I don't like history, knows the entire history of Star Wars Galaxy for a living. Yeah. Well, no, I don't know the whole entire history. You also got to realize Star Wars history is just, for me, more fun. But some people are, like, huge history buffs and they love it, right? So for me, like, you know, that was what I would do in my spare time. That was what I would do, like, instead of doing homework. It's just really what you're interested in. And for me, I don't know. I always felt like I was a little bit different. My brain was just a little bit... like, major ADD as a kid. Major. Insane. But when I was interested or passionate about something, I was just so laser focused on it. And I would retain so much of the information. It was weird. Super weird. I feel like the show would have benefited from a 3-episode drop every week, like how Arcane was released. With that being said, I think this show is dope. I haven't seen Arcane. Hey Theory, I love your channel. Do you think the clone troopers are in a flashback or current time? Do you think we'll see the ISB agents, Gideon or Callus? Gideon would be cool, man. Agent Callus would be sweet too. However, I think those clone troopers that we saw in the trailer are... Nah, dude, I think it's current time. I don't think it's a flashback. I think it's current time. Because that would be pretty wild. You know, imagine he, like, goes somewhere and he, like, runs into a bunch of clone troopers. That'd be a very interesting story. And they probably dislike the Empire for abandoning them. Or maybe they've just put them on that... I don't know. I guess we'll see. Alex Shot It says, we met Andor as a guy that kills in cold blood in Rogue One. We're not learning what makes him so cold-blooded because he already is in this show. Maybe we'll have some explanation. Perhaps. I was kidding with you about history, man. I love it. And Star Wars, I get it if it isn't your thing. You do you, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, John. Yeah, no, but I get it. Brains are weird. Sometimes you're just interested in things, and sometimes you just find things sort of boring or slow. I didn't mean to disrespect any of my Americans by saying I don't care about history. I don't care about Canadian history much either. Like, I mean, had it in school, but whatever. You know, it's done, and it's important in a sense to know where we all came from, or where our country came from. However, at the end of the day, it's just a Google search away for me. I get kind of stressed whenever I, like, think of world stuff. That's why I don't really watch the news. I don't, you know, I just like to stay in my own little fantasy world. It's a little better that way. A little happier. I judge each show on its own. I don't compare. This show is building up a rebellion, so it's going step by step. Keep rocking, Theory. It is. It's ramping up, but at the same time, some of those things could have been cut. And a lot of people need to realize that, you know, shows are written differently than actual movies. If this was a movie, there would have been so much stuff that would have been cut out. Because it's just unnecessary. Like, for example, let me tell you about content creation. This is a little bit of a segue. So, you know a lot of those channels that are like big corporations and they have, you know, people, employees working for them, writing them scripts, and then you get like the one guy like reading it, and like they do everything like Marvel, Star Wars, frickin' Game of Thrones, whatever, everything. So, a lot of those scripts don't need to be so long, right? There's a reason that they're long. First of all, watch time, but second of all, just like shows, they're looking at the SEO traffic. So the more keywords that they say, like going off on a tangent, if it's about Andor, going off on a tangent about like Darth Vader, you're getting now Darth Vader keywords and tags going in there just because it goes from text to speech, speech to text, and then you're filling up the AdWord SEO web of the video. So I feel like there's always a catch, which shows they're extending so much of the dialogue of characters that we don't really need to know so much about because they're just going to die anyways, and like situations where we just don't really care about, for example, or are irrelevant in the end because they want to extend the show and make it longer. So, you know, I'm waiting for the day where we get to see a show that, you know, really is like a movie and doesn't include a lot of these sort of slow moments that don't really need to be in there. I judge each show on its own. I don't compromise. The show is building up a rebellion, so it's going step by step. Keep rocking, Theory. Thanks, James. The Other runs with phantoms. What's up, dude? Says, to stay consistent with the authoritarian theme, I think these guards are like German Wehrmacht army regulars, and stormtroopers are that. S5 SS troopers. I do no. I think the SS would be more like the Death Troopers. Favorite pre-Bane Sith Lord? Yeah, maybe Revan, Malgus. Malgus is dope. A Theory, he's $5. Go watch Arcane. I still haven't seen it yet. Thanks, Mad King. What's up, JK? What the hell? I enjoy your Canadian citizenship right now. I want to say, as a U.S. citizen, this stuff in the show hits very hard for me. As a history buff, mostly ours, I don't know a thing about Canadian history. I know quite a decent amount about Canadian history. I also took Aboriginal studies in college as one of the courses, and I got an A- in that one. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of history, a lot of atrocities done to the Aboriginals of the land, and there's definitely a lot of history in every single country, every single land, every single province, state, whatever it may be. And eventually I have to learn American history well, because I will be getting my American citizenship one day. So, when I live there. Oh, JK, you said you envy. Wait, I see. Wish the ex-stormtrooper would have lived. The Jeet says Night Boss. Night, man. Okay, so what's the poll saying? Okay, we got 1,200 votes, 8 to 10 out of 10 across the board with 80%, and leading in second place is 16% at 6 to 7 out of 10, with a very low 2% saying it was a 3 out of 10 episode. Cool, yeah. I'm right there in that middle. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10, so I'm with you guys. Love seeing Eisenberg in this episode. Yeah, dude, I thought that too. I'm like looking at him. I'm like, is that Bryan Cranston? What the hell? I'm the one who knocks. Briar pistol sounded proper. Glad Cassian shot him, as that was the only move that made sense. Also, great writing having the others not believe after. Yeah, look, I love that kind of stuff in movies and shows where they just do it. Point blank. They just get it done. You know, there's no time wasting. That guy was going to be trouble. He was going to betray them eventually, and if he's having these snaky ideas, he would just probably end up killing Andor later on anyways, because he knew, as he told him, that he wants to snake everyone else. Consider doing a watch party for Hot D. I'd love to see what you think. We could maybe do it on the gaming channel. You know, I'd be down. Really, only a 7.5? Why? It was good enough. It's not quite an 8, not quite a 7, so 7.5. Best Star Wars show since Mando Season 1, and it's not close. Well, I'm glad you think so, Patrick. Loved seeing Palpatine's cane. That was sick. I don't think we saw Palpatine's cane. Where did we see it? Maybe I missed it. Genuinely curious what's the next arc for this show. I hope they'll show the Gorman massacre. Love how this show is realistic and not just happy endings. It is quite dark. It is quite a dark and realistic show, which is cool. Arcane over Hot D. I haven't seen either of those. Consider an Arcane watch party because it's the best thing ever. What is that, Netflix? What is Arcane? I don't even know what it is. Who is the dude at the end sitting in the chair? Oh, nobody, just a client, I think. Do you think Lieutenant Gorn lived, and will we see him interrogated or rescued from Cinta? I think whatever is in the manifesto will bring Cassian back. I think maybe whatever's in the manifesto will send Cassian on a new adventure. Which will be neat. And maybe it'll send him on an adventure to the clones, to the clone troopers. I think Lieutenant Gordon's probably dead. Jar Jar still in the Senate? Of course. Jar Jar is a Senate. Arcane is Netflix? Oh, okay. Hot D is pretty good. Yeah, Gorn's dead. Definitely dead. Have you seen Game of Thrones? Yeah. Yeah. I really liked Game of Thrones, except for final season, of course. Arcane is League of Legends story. Oh. Hey, brother, I just want to say that thanks for the advice last night. Shout out to Theory Talks. You, my brother, I never had so... Oh, Levi. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Theory Talks. It was a great stream last night. Really had a good time. Theory Talks is my other channel where a whole bunch of us in the community here just talk about life and like relationships and issues and whatever it might be. So it's a very, very nice, I don't want to say safe place, but it is. It is a place where people feel comfortable to talk about things and vent. A lot of openness there. It's nice. Why do people keep talking about Arcane? I don't know. I guess it's a good show. You think there should be a Vader series? I think there needs to be more at some point. Also love the content. See it go. No, I don't think there needs to be a Vader series. I think Vader can show up in different shows. I think that would be interesting and fun, but I don't think we really need to get a series on him. I got you guys covered on that. Mark my words. Mark my words. That movie will... It'll be cool. It'll be fun. It's going to happen now in Andor. I think he's going to go see clones, dude. I think this is the next step. He's probably going to get the itch for the rebellion. And he's going to be like, damn, okay, well... Or maybe they're going to come after him now. Because they're going to be like, he was involved with stuff. And they're going to have footage of him. Well, that girl was left there. So she might get mind probed. Or she might give up his information. And he's going to, you know, have to outrun the Empire. Where'd you get the shirt? I think it was Box Lunch. What's up, Noxy? Yeah, Nox would have taken the 40 mil. Jeez. Jeez. Add Thrawn origin in the show. He's in Rebels after. And nice softball for him to be in Ahsoka for those that don't watch animated. Maybe he'll be in the final episode. There's still another 6 weeks. Or I guess, well, no, 6 weeks. Yeah. Show us your shirt. All right. There you go. Jar Jar. And Jar Jar's underrated, bro. We need a Jar Jar story one day. Arcane is the best animated series ever, a true masterpiece. I know you would like it. Character, story, art, music are on point. Please have a watch party. Thank you for being you. Force is strong with you. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, Orbital. If we do a watch party for Arcane, we could do it on the gaming channel. So. Scott, bro, like, are you vegan and do you do CrossFit? He just keeps spamming Last Jedi, easily the best Star Wars movie, no doubt. Okay, well, I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy you enjoyed that movie. Good for you. Thank you for sharing 1,000,000 times in the chat. Thank you, Scott. Give it up, dude, for Scott. We're fucking persistent as shit. Holy crap. Jesus. Sorry for my language. He's still going. I think it's just a bot at this point. What's up, dude? You're looking at the show and it's... it's vibe. What do you think the tone of Ahsoka should be? Great watch party. Ugh. The tone of Ahsoka should probably be hopeful and dark at the same time, because she's got to be going through a lot. What audiobook should I buy? I have a credit to use. Ooh! Plagueis, Dooku Jedi Lost. Do you want a Star Wars one? If you don't want a Star Wars one, try the Chrysalids. That one was pretty interesting. Is Jar Jar being redeemed? Can he be redeemed? Jar Jar will never be redeemed. Will always be an evil villain. Always be an evil villain. Agree with you, man. Gassed for your fan film. I hope all those problems with the demonetization go away. Wish you the best. Yeah, everything seems to be fine now. It's just so it's crossing my fingers, man. You know, that's horrible for a lot of creators when that stuff happens. It's rough. It's really rough. You know, YouTubers work very hard just like anyone else, but with YouTubers, you know, you have to market your own crap, and it's shameless. You know, it's no one else is going to do it for you. You know, you got to market whatever you need to market. Like, I need to market my Spotify. I need to market my merch, all my other channels, like Dragon Ball Theory. I need to market all that stuff. I don't want to do it sometimes because it's kind of shameless, dude. It's kind of like you don't want to be plugging your stuff all the time. But, you know, and I know YouTubers work very hard, speaking for all of them, including myself. And so when you wake up and, like, everything is gone, it's like, it's a slap in the face. It's worrisome, and everything can be gone like that. You never have certainty, really. You never know. L. Scott, it's probably Zane. Oh, Zane's back. Zane has returned. I've been to Galaxy Edge recently, says anime and manga thoughts. Cool, did you like it? What'd you think? As much as I love Andor, bring Bix back. Cannot wait for Mando. The trailer was amazing. I am very excited for Mando. Very, very excited. Glup Shido says, how's your film coming along? Can't wait, bro. I can't wait either. I'll be updating you guys as we go along. Very big stuff in the works. We're moving on some huge stuff at the moment. For example, our stunt guys are some of the people that have worked on Star Wars shows, movies, and games. So the mocap will... This is going to be very, very professional project. You know, it won't be like the first one. It won't be like any other fan film. I really want it to tell the story well. And I want it to make you guys proud. Solo was 10 BBY, Andor is 5 BBY. Yeah, and then like season 2 like jumps or something like that. There's like 3 different time skips. There's like 2 years or 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, something like that. Andor episode represents a day at a time, one after the other, so we are only on day 6. Yeah. Well, I guess technically now we're going to be going on day 7. So the Black Series Jar Jar figure you have. Yeah. I just realized the heist is most likely the funding of the Rebel Alliance. X-Wing ships, equipment ain't cheap. It's very true. Might very well be. It's a good theory. X, yeah, this says, didn't want to miss the opportunity to reach out again about the autographed saber. So I'll keep everyone informed once the sabers are ready to go and once we have some information. Y'all will be the first to know, obviously, because y'all will be buying them. Gonna give Jedi Lost a listen. Plagueis Next. Plagueis Next would be great. Yeah, Dooku Jedi Lost is honestly an awesome audiobook. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Hey Theory, my rating is 8.5 out of 10. Good night. Good night, Sparts. Do you think the pre-Return of the Jedi shows will show Thrawn? I don't know. That's kind of a... Thrawn is a big deal, and he's never been shown in live action, so they're probably going to be saving him for a big moment where there's going to be a lot of eyes on him, I would imagine. So something like maybe Ahsoka. I don't think we would see him before that, but if we do, that'd be really neat. All right, chat. Love you guys. Thanks for chilling with me in this watch party. We did 3 hours long. Well, I guess an hour of it was me just having a waiting screen, or like 45 minutes of it. So I will see you guys in tomorrow's breakdown video, which will be out probably in 12 hours or so. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for chilling. And thanks for all your messages and all your super chats. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you all, and may the force be with you. Later, everybody.